Say my name, say my name. Let me roll it up, light it up. I get ha, 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 ha. Oh, that song every day. With a bounce and a half. Yeah.
ASU Trident Emblem.
There go that dog, Coach Bully. What up with you? Lunchtime. Hold on. Where my fucking lighter at? I get
USC West.
after that. Smoke like
Still
a
trying to
gun when
get
the
over
killer
that
see
lost
his
man
enemy.
face booming, medium skin tone.
Shit, I'm like
FSU
that.
here.
I'm like that every time we play, win or lose, bro. Try to get over it. It's like, god damn, that shit be fucking Thriller and Manila. Like, that shit be that shit, boy. That shit. The funny part is we still got work to do to really call it a true rival. Myself, not you. You kind of been dominating the rival, but yeah, that was a huge game. All right. How y'all doing, man? And hits the guru back at it. You know what we doing? You know what? I ain't the guru no more. I'm just HitsStory and then making hits. My nigga get the name right. Hit him low, hit him high. Hit him low, hit him high. 5-star flex. We got a lot of conversation today. Today I'm by myself, dolo. I haven't done one of these type of shows in a minute. Let's get to it. You know what I'm talking about? All right, man. Week 12, 2029, season 5. We have 3 coaches that have national championships, one with back-to-back. We have literally 2 games. 2 straight seasons of football and homecoming that the entire season 4 and season 5 has been legitimately crazy. And I want to give a shout out to Max with season 4 scheduling, right, which turned us into the type of football that we've been playing lately. So you got to give him some credit on that, to be able to put his input on it to get this shit popping the way it is. But man, over the last 2 seasons, it's been really good football being played. Really good football being played. And down the stretch is even crazier, right? Like, and we've been having a shuffle between 2 conferences, the ACC and the SEC and the Big Ten. Excuse me. The SEC and the ACC. We've been having big conversations around what conference is the best conference in our football league. And they haven't been disappointing us, right? Both conferences have been really good, but the SEC to me still holds it because of the number of games and how important the games are, and the rankings of those teams in those games down the stretch. I mean, last night alone, literally last night alone, in two back-to-back games, Tennessee has done some shit
Dog Eat Dog World.
that changed the entire landscape of the SEC as of right now. And let me tell you this: if he held on to that game against Oklahoma, and we got to start calling them the cardiac kids, right? Let's not gloss over the fact that he was down 33-7 at halftime to Auburn and damn near came back and won that game, right? We saw it a year ago where he came back from a huge deficit and to win it with 3 seconds to go in the Alabama game. So Oklahoma has this thing with them where they're never out of a football game, right? And that just goes to the aura. That just goes to the resume that he's building in college 2026, right? Coach Max is doing a hell of a job
Love it about
at
us.
dominating games right now, right? Like he had a rough go at it in homecoming in 2025. Started off hot with North Carolina State, and then he fell off the mat. But people didn't realize he was still playing double R, my second league, and
I called
he
Tennessee
closed that season out with back-to-back championship games playing me. Didn't win them, but he started to play where he started to figure out college a little bit, and it turned into 2026. So
Thank you, Boone
kudos
Folded Hands, medium dark skin tone.
kudos to being locked in, right? And we get on this show and we talk shit, and guys listen. Some guys listen and use it as motivation. Some guys listen and might shy away from the challenges we present with our mouths. No diddy, right? But I'm gonna tell you like this: hot teams right now. Auburn has been calling his shot all year long, and as of right now, he's allowed to call his shots because he's doing things that we haven't seen him do. Now, again, I said this lightly the other night where I knew exactly what type of player he was from my double R league, and I knew eventually he would get his shit together and be able to be a factor in that SEC conversation. But the sleeper that's starting to come up, right, like trending down, I would say Coach Albert and LSU is trending down, while Tennessee and Coach Boone is trending up right now, right? Auburn was on like when you're in the hospital and that thing go beep, beep, up and down your heart monitor and shit. He was on that trajectory, like, and I think right now the heartbeat is loud. So with that being said, the way this shit is folding
Swap
is
Texas and LSU for 10 and Auburn.
it's crazy right now, right? Because down the stretch, it's only some
Shout
people
out to
gonna have
Seth.
2 games left. Some of us already played our Week 12 games. Some of us will have 1 game left. But down the stretch, the meaningful games that matter, that's going to determine situations, is crazy. So before I get into my 5-star flex and the other things that we're going to talk about today, while I'm dolo on the HitsStory show, DNA Gaming, man, please hit the like button, share your name in the comment section if you're in or not in the league. Just show us you paying attention and show some love. You know what I'm talking about? With that being said, the games down the stretch matter, right? When it comes down to Auburn, they only have the Iron Bowl to worry about right now, right? That and a possible SEC championship berth. They're gonna go into this Vanderbilt game, and as you can see, Vanderbilt is a 3-17. They don't have Pavio or nothing like that, so they not that Vanderbilt. So he'll go into this game on the road and take care of business, and then he get the Iron Bowl at home, a game that's going to be the most anticipated football game in homecoming, I would say ever. Anybody want to argue with me on that? I would say this would be the most important game ever, depending on what happens tonight in the Oklahoma-Alabama matchup. Literally, what happens in the Oklahoma-Alabama matchup. Let's look at what was on the line for Oklahoma sitting at 6 right now. Let's look what's on the line for them right now. All right? On the line for this matchup, at Alabama in Tuscaloosa in Saban's world, right? On Saban's field. What's on the line for both of these football teams? Both of them are 5-1 in conference play. Both of them are 8-2 on the regular season. This matchup can possibly almost, I think the percentage is higher than low, end a playoff run of 3-4 consecutive years for both programs. If you're going to miss playoffs, you want to miss it in your first year or two, right? And that's for some teams. But for some teams, you shouldn't miss it at all. That just tells you how good the league is as a whole, that we're in week 12, and this 9 o'clock matchup between Alabama and Oklahoma will determine the playoff life for the 2029 season, season 5, for the Oklahoma Sooners, who have 2 national titles, and the Alabama Crimson Tide, who's coming off a national title, could possibly bury these 2 teams. Because after this win, although Falk put his foot on the neck of Coach Albert last night, LSU still sitting down here ranked 24th. So Oklahoma got to get through Alabama on the road and then come home week 13
Loudly crying
and
face,
play
loudly crying face.
LSU to figure it out. Now, you win, you in. Simple as that, right? They're sitting at 6 right now. You win, you in. But we saw Alabama fall from, now it was because of the blowout that happened in that Tennessee matchup.
We love this
But we saw
shit.
Alabama go from number 1 to out of the playoffs off of 1 loss, right? Now, it was a bad loss. They didn't play really good football at all. I'm going to go through the stat line to find out what happened in that game. But they didn't play good football at all, right? Now, Oklahoma loss came week 9, and it came week 1, right? That week 9 game, super important because of what's happening right here. Alabama, Oklahoma might be the biggest game in homecoming history. Gentlemen, do you understand what's on the line right now? Do you understand what's on the line right now? And the shit gets even interesting enough because you got to come down here to 13. They're not out of playoff range right here. If you win it out and you win, right? That's what it comes down for Alabama. I know they fell to 13, but if you look at what's on it, and this is a tough ass schedule. They play the 9th, 6th, and the number 1 team in the nation to close out their regular season. This will be a hard discussion when you have you are the best team in the league right now, right? You cannot call a person that won a national title not the best team in the league until they lose their title. But they have one of the best rosters, if not the best roster in the league, and they are the Alabama Crimson Tide. And then you add that to Coach Rand. Let's call him Gurus. That's why I'm not calling myself Guru no more. Let's call him Coach Guru and Coach Saban over there in Alabama. They have everything they need to be exactly what they have been. And yet, in season 5, where nobody can look at their football team and say that's not the team they built, right? They are going through a vigorous schedule where they just played the number 9 team in the nation, and they lost that game 52-28 at home, a rival game too. The last time Tennessee did something like this to Alabama was in the 2024 season. Excuse me, the 2023 season, where they went to Alabama and they had a receiver go off for 5 touchdowns. And if you could tell me that receiver's name that buried Alabama in 2023 with 5 receiving touchdowns, he did make it to the NFL. I won't say what team he's on, because I had to give it up. But if you could tell me that receiver's name, I'll give you a +2 speed, +2 excel on any player. It doesn't matter the age or year they in. If you could tell me that player. It's funny because that Tennessee team got a team. Let me shut up. Let me just shut up.
Hyatt.
Yep, there we go. What team you got? Are you Florida State? Are you Duke? Who are you? There you go. Hyatt did that, and while you thinking of
SMH beat
Hyatt,
me to it.
yeah, he beat you to it. That's why I didn't want
FSU.
to say it. I knew he was gonna say it. I got you. Give me a player that any player that's a junior, a redshirt junior or under. I'll give you a two speed to excel on. Um, it's funny because Hyatt went the fuck crazy on Alabama in 2023. Now Wyatt, Joel
I need
Wyatt,
my
is the
February
receiver
2nd from
for
yesterday too.
your +2. Yeah, I got you. Wyatt, the receiver for
Desmond
Tennessee
Howard.
right now. Got you. There was a
Dan
+2.
missed the question.
Motherfucking Wyatt is that nigga this year for Tennessee. He been that shit for the last 3 seasons. And they had a Hyatt who went crazy on Alabama that year in 2023. Although they still made it to the national championship that year. Can we get a repeat of that, right? Because what story are you going to better say? Like, if this should be a story that you cannot deny. Like, you got to give him legacy points in a sense, right? When it comes down to overcoming some obstacles, right? If Coach Guru can find his way back to a national title with this schedule, with this scenario, with what's in play right now, you're gonna have to give him some marketing points in a sense, right? Where you got to start talking about him in the likes of one of the best. And see, I'm the type. I don't care how much shit get talked, how many times niggas can get in their feelings and all that. Real
50
recognize
carries
real.
incoming. Shortest college game in history.
Real's gonna recognize real, right? And again, if this man overcome the obstacle that's in front of him right now, I'm going to give him the conversation of top 5 for sure. If he win a title back to back, I'm going to give him homecoming 2 league might be the best coach in this bitch, right? When you add everything up, what he's doing with his roster, uh, expectations for having Alabama and exceeding those expectations. We can have that discussion, and it can go up and down. However, whoever's the person having that conversation. But what I'm gonna say is, roster management, putting the team together, dominating in the recruiting and transfer portal, and then doing it on the field, right? But if he goes through these last 3 games, all right, now he's already behind the 8 ball with a 52-28 loss to Tennessee. But he get Oklahoma at home before he goes on a road to a rival game, to a big time rival game in Alabama, which is Alabama Auburn. So the top 3 teams in the SEC, including Tennessee, so I'll make it the top 4 teams. But as you can see, Auburn doesn't have anything in his way except for the Iron Bowl. So he literally can sit back and prepare while he plays Missouri and Vanderbilt. He can have his coaches and have 3 weeks of preparation for Alabama. While Alabama got to go through a fucking gauntlet and they got to be able to study their opponents in front of them. They can't worry about Auburn until Auburn week. And that's hard to do, especially when, and I think the rival is going to start meaning a little bit more to Auburn than Alabama because Auburn is getting more Alabama players on their roster. And I think they're going to buy into the rival more than the Alabama players, right? The Alabama players coming from all over the world, transfer portal, all types of things. So it's hard to get those guys to buy into this rival, how big this game is, especially when Alabama has dominated this rival during the homecoming seasons, right? But again, when you look at Alabama and where they at right now, they can't not focus on Oklahoma, right? This game was already over and done with, so now they got to turn their attentions to this Oklahoma game, and they got to look at this game as, you know what, we had this game, we did some really good things in the regular season, and they ended up coming back to win it with 3 seconds left, and we got to look at ourselves and say, did we lose that game after dominating the game? Did we lose it? And how do we not allow that to happen again, right? And then after they get through this vigorous week, they got to lock in and go and get into rivalry mode week for Auburn. And just because of Auburn's schedule, I think Auburn is in a favorable situation because they can literally game plan and get nothing. They can go all Alabama week, rival week for the next 2-3 weeks. Shit crazy, right? And then Oklahoma, I'm gonna tell you how Max is thinking right now. Max is thinking win this game and we straight. I don't think Max is going to think about anything else than win this Alabama game. We not losing this. That's how he going to think. And then it's conference championship game. It's when the pressure comes back on him a little bit. But he gotta win this ball game. And there's nobody in this league that's going to sit here and outright say that Max has nothing to worry about when it comes down to this game. Flat out. Nobody will say that, right? This is going to be a hell of a fucking matchup. This is going to be a matchup, bro. Because you got to think about it like this, right? On my shows, Max has been vocal about Alabama. Alabama has, and you can't tell me he hasn't felt some type of way of how Max been talking about him, and not on some bitch shit where, you know, he acting weird over it. I think he's motivating himself over it, right? And I think it caused a league lock-in, right? Like, I ain't got time to be in chat with y'all, none of that shit. I'm just locked in trying to dominate y'all niggas because while we in competition, I want to kill y'all. Simple as that. Like, I don't think that, I would say I wouldn't take it personal, right? I think it's more about a competitive thing with him than it is, you know, how, like, say Antonio and them can be in chat with their crew and they kicking it and they talk shit to each other in the chat, all types of shit, but they still stay locked in on headset with each other and all that. I think Rand decided, fuck all that. I want to be that nigga, and I want to prove some shit to y'all niggas and show y'all not like that. I am who I am, and for me to do that, my focus got to be that. Everything else, fuck it, right? And I think Max played a big role in that. Doubting him from season 3 on, just doubting him. And I think that makes this matchup, I'm trying to paint the picture of why this matchup is going to be crazy tonight, right? This is not a matchup that the loser can comfortably get, like me and Falk could play each other, and I don't give a fuck how the game goes. It's a good game, great game, and we can sit back and talk about it and kick it. This ain't one of them games. This is the loser is going to be pissed the fuck off and is going to really eat at him, and we'll get to hear Max's
trash ass must got Oklahoma. He keep
feelings.
Talking.
We'll get to hear Max's feelings because he's going to be in chat and he's my co-host on my show, so we'll get to hear his feelings. But if Rand lose it, we're not going to hear too much of nothing from him, right? Like, we don't have the privilege to be in the chat with him anymore to understanding where his head is at. I do, but personal conversations stay personal.
Or is that Jimbo?
Right? So, we're going to find out what's what in this matchup, because this is like, whoever win this game, if I'm the winner of this game, and I don't talk shit after a win at all. Like, I try to, how do I say this without sounding arrogant? And there's a few other people that do this. If I win, I win. I've been there before. Like, it doesn't, you know what I mean? Like I'm not going to just beat Brandon and then be talking shit about it, right? Like, and I don't think he's going to do it. Like, some of us just don't. We know what the bigger picture is in a sense, right? But you need guys to run their fucking mouths. But I'm gonna say this: the winner of this game, immediately upon this game being over, don't be on no boom shit and posting Michael Jordan memes and all that shit.
Acting like you've been there.
Acting like you've been there before, exactly. Because I've been there before a whole lot of times, right? Like, the resume is built. Simple as that, right? I don't have shit to prove besides proving that I can continue to be great.
When you don't get cause, you'll get there again.
But the winner of this game, in my opinion, immediately should go to the chat.
That's the best part.
And say something on these lines. I buried your ass, and go ahead and pack for Cancun. See you in 2026. That simple. Because that's what's going to happen after this loss. Whoever takes this loss is going to be packing for Cancun. Think about this. The regular season we have go fast as hell. But when the playoffs come, those games start to slow down. So just think about this. Week 12, the loser of the Alabama-Oklahoma game is literally going to have a long wait to season 6 and the start of regular season 1, season 6. Like, that's torture. So that's how much is on the line in this fucking ball game right now. Like, this is come grown or go home, flat out, right? This is that. You beat me. Like, Max is going better say this. Look at Albert. Max is going better say this. We've played X amount of times. You got one win, Chief. If Max win, he gonna say, you got one win, bruh. That's it, one. Then if he lose, it don't sound the same when you say, you only beat me twice. That don't sound the same. Especially when he knocked you completely out of the fucking playoff picture. And if Rand win this game, he gonna tell Max, or he gonna get to say to himself, you're not like that, my boy. It's starting to become scary hours. That's what he gonna better say to himself. Because I know I will be thinking, yeah, that little head start you got is soon I'm catching up, right? You running a turtle race. And I'm the rabbit, bitch. That's how this is gonna come. While all that's going on in week 12, Auburn been talking shit in the chat all season. Ain't gonna sit there and be like, whatever, because win or lose, you still gotta come see me, bitch. You still gotta come see me, bitch. And in the Iron Bowl, you can come off a natural high of beating Oklahoma and saving your playoff life until you see me in a motherfucking Iron Bowl on my football field, not yours. And I can walk you right back out of the playoffs. So you get 1 week to be excited and happy and comfortable, and whew, boy, we back in the playoff picture. To Auburn and right up again. You gotta play Auburn right behind the motherfucking game. That shit's some pressure like a motherfucker. And some niggas fold from that type of pressure. Some niggas run to it. Some niggas act like they run to it, be in chat talking all types of shit behind closed doors, sweaty palm like a motherfucker. I don't think neither one of the motherfuckers that play in this week 12 matchup are sweaty palm ass niggas. We're gonna find out how they react, how they act, how they move. We're gonna find out who wants this fucking football game more. What team wants this fucking game more? Like, it's a storyline, fellas, and if you're not listening, then you just don't belong playing college football 2026, and you just don't know how to run a league if you don't understand the storyline behind this. Because, man, you ain't got to talk about me like that. Who? Me? No, man, you missed the show last night. I'm not talking about you. That nigga Falk tried to bury you last night, dog. I told him I got you back, though. You on something. You back. You ain't trying to hear that shit. And you know what you got going on with LSU, and you back in the fold right now.
Lovely
you need to
motherfucking crying face.
Yeah, we just talking about what was. I did a show last night, and Falk came on and really said some things that you need the motherfucking. You need the motherfucking. That's why he said something, because you've been calling him saying he in the same boat as you. And that's why you need to stand on business, because he made sure he let you know that y'all ain't nowhere near in the same boat. But what you said got under his skin, and I think you could, the way you act or move will allow us to believe he got under yours. And I think you took the right steps to making that the latter.
I don't really care, TBH.
You should, though, because that's what this is about. We have fun enjoying it. You shouldn't care to take it real life-ish, like, but you should care about it as far as the video game, because this is our entertainment. This is fun. This is something that, like, you know what I mean? This is a video game. It's something that you could
Right.
embrace and make it be like it ain't personal, right? Like I don't think Falk have a personal problem with you, but he's talking video game shit since you told him y'all was in the
Can
same
say
boat.
you don't will now you on the show. Rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing.
Like what I'm trying to separate is I'm trying to separate the narrative that was being built about you, Albert, as a player. We had this talk, me and you personally.
How you
Like,
not gonna care but you started it.
I would not in my life have any personal conversations with the league about anybody's personal shit that I talk to them personal about. But as far as the video game,
Loudly
everything
crying
goes.
face, loudly crying
And
face.
the narrative was being built that you quiet as a church mouse and you was about to step off something that they say you do all the time when things ain't going right. And me and you talked about
Lol
it.
face
And
with
you
tears
told
of
me
joy, nigga, that's
exactly
what
what
I
it
do.
is, right? But then you also said you ain't going no fucking where and you about to line it up and do what you do. Simple as that. Like I said, LSU for the first time and since college football came out, we finally have a coach on LSU that has them relevant. Last year they were doormats all year, right? Because of situations that happened, they never had a coach on there that really got into it. Now you into it right now, so stand up on it. Stand up on it like a champ up on it. But this Alabama Oklahoma game might be the most important game of Oklahoma's and Alabama's playing career. While all that's happening, Tennessee pops up at 9. They take out
Sweaty
Alabama
palm.
in a spectacular way, and then they clean up Florida with a 7 point victory, 31-24, and all they got to deal with is their rival game against Vanderbilt, and they're dancing. But are they safe, right? Because they are 6-1 in conference play. Are they safe? They are 9-2 in regular season. Can we see a LSU movement like last year with Tennessee? Because if I'm Tennessee, I don't even want to play in a conference championship game. But if you got to play in it, you better win it because a loss in it could knock you completely right back out the playoffs. That's
Playoff
how
football ran.
that's how crucial the
Dog let
SEC is
FSU
right
coach
now.
get LSU. That's his alma mater.
Yeah,
UCLA.
well
If you
that's
watching.
not Albert's alma mater, but it's his favorite team. Since I've known Albert since Madden 18, LSU has been his fucking favorite team. So he ain't hopping off of that motherfucking squad. He ain't going nowhere. You know how you know he ain't going nowhere? Because he's in the comment section right now. Now he's being nonchalant, talking about he don't care and all that shit. But he give a fuck.
I'm here,
Don't think
man.
he don't
Y'all
give a
boys
fuck.
chill.
Yeah, there you go. He give a fuck. Don't think he don't give a fuck. But Boone just closed the door on a couple of teams last night, right? He knocked Alabama out of the playoff picture for now, and he just beat Tennessee, Florida, and gave them their second loss in conference play, which can literally knock them out of the playoffs for sure. So, my question to y'all is
Bounty
Tennessee.
Hunter Boone. That's not
That's
what
not what
I'm
I'm saying.
saying.
I'm
I'm
saying I don't
saying I
care
don't
about what
care
Falk
about
has
what
to say.
Falk has to say. Lol face with tears of joy.
Is Tennessee the hottest team in the SEC right now? The shit talker, right?
Is
Boone
don't
is the
talk like
guy.
you don't care when my folk played their lol.
Listen, Tennessee, Boone, everybody know Boone character. If he win, he dancing, talking shit, making videos, all types of shit. If he lose, he get
He's
low.
back.
Is he back? Is Boone at the point right now where he's showing motherfuckers, y'all better chill. I got something to say in this SEC. That's how it's looking right now. Auburn and fucking Tennessee is like, hold the fuck up. It's been an LSU, Alabama, Oklahoma conversation for 3 straight seasons. The fuck y'all forgot? That's what they saying right now.
Hell no,
Y'all
Boone
niggas done
trash too
lost y'all
lol.
mind.
Loudly crying face, loudly
They
crying
saying
face,
y'all
loudly
niggas done
crying
lost
face.
y'all mind if
Ip
you think
man.
Alabama, Oklahoma, and LSU is the only talk in the SEC. Fuck is wrong with y'all? Boone was 1 quarter away from back-to-back wins over Oklahoma, blowing Alabama the fuck out, and then beating Florida back-to-back seasons in that rival game. One
I
game
like
away.
going for 3 every year.
I mean, not just that. He's doing a hell of a job in recruit. He got Tennessee back on the map right now. He got Tennessee playing late 90s, early 2000 football right now. That's what he's doing with Tennessee right now. Coach Guru got Alabama looking like Nick Saban had them for like a 7-year run right now.
Can it sustain?
Now
This
he
window
has
is cute.
the one national title to back up that roster, that team, right? He got Alabama. He got niggas looking at Alabama like this. Oh man, Nick Saban just made a house visit to this recruit I'm
But some
after.
of us have been doing
It's
it
over
since
with.
year one.
Let's get off of him. I'm not even going. Like, he got niggas saying, I'm not even going after this nigga. Alabama going after him. I'm not even going after. Think about that. Like, the power of what he doing with this roster and what he doing building that football team through the Port Royal High School rankings right now got niggas scared to go after recruits. He got them back. They back to that scary hour team, right? He got them back all off that run he had late in the playoffs last year where he ran through motherfuckers on his way to a title and was down 2 scores and pick six to win a national title. Right? Right. So Tennessee is back. Auburn looking like the Cam Newton year right now. Oklahoma is trying not to lose the clutches of the most dominant team in our league right now and dominating the SEC right now. He's losing the clutches. LSU fighting to get back above water again right now, and it started because the season was hell. He had to open up with 2 back-to-back tough-ass games, and it kind of put him in a situation, right? And Auburn quietly, since a lot of people think Auburn just talking shit now, but he's been talking shit every time he come back off of missing the off season. He tell y'all how he did with recruiting, or how he did in the high school rankings. I missed the portal, but look what I did in the high school. Like, he's been talking shit, and he's backing it up right now. So we got Auburn looking like Gus Malzahn and them over there still. Motherfucking Tennessee all the way back to, all right, here's a 2 for 2 right here. 2 points, 2 speed to excel on redshirt freshman. If you could tell me Tennessee's head coach name.
For me?
From 97 to early 2000s. That was dominating. I'm not talking to you, sweetheart. I am not talking to you at all. What do you want? Get it.
I haven't had one yesterday.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
You got about 13 empty cans downstairs. Keep talking about you ain't never had none.
Don't go there. Be nice.
When I get off the show, I'm going to take you to the store. All right, babe?
Okay.
All right. Yes, ma'am. The SEC fucking jumping right now, bro. Yeah, niggas gotta be looking up shit right now. Fuck out of here, Max. You ain't gonna keep getting these 2+2s. You keep Googling shit. I could have told you that name in my sleep. Philip Farmer, hell yeah. And Boone got them looking like that right now. Nope, wrong like a motherfucker. Nope. All right, so and all this is taking place right now while Georgia fell off the fucking map since season 1, right? Let's get to it right now, man. Not for nothing though. Can I ask y'all a question? What's Arizona State record against the SEC? I'll wait. You don't know because you don't hear his mouth. He don't win and be talking shit. Gotcha, I beat you, posting the meme of his team, none of that shit. He win and then look for the next opponent while dominating the West Coast and recruiting. Hey. All right. That's the SEC, folks. That's the SEC, folks. Every year we get a new coach that come in the league, take a team that already had a winning record, and capitalize off of it. Right now, that's Duke.
Face
And
with
Duke,
tears of joy you hell.
my nigga. Oh my God. All right. So what happened in this game? Duke lost to Louisville 42-31. So Duke's out the picture right now. Not only did that loss hurt them to go to the ACC championship, that helped a few guys. Let's talk about it right now. If I'm the Clemson Tigers, I am saying thank you, Coach Rob, before I break news. But thank you, Coach Rob. I appreciate that win because you just put me back in the situation. Simple as that, right? He needed Duke to take that loss in the worst way, right? We come all the way down here to 17. Let's look at why. They are not in the playoffs right now. This Clemson Tiger team that has a bright future, they are going crazy in recruiting right now. Bryce Underwood came over there and gave them hope to be a national championship team before he walked out of there. And then they got to go play Miami and South Carolina. But here's the good thing. They only have one conference loss, right? And when you take a look at the big picture of things, that Duke loss just put them in the situation. Now, here's the problem, the hurdle they got to get over. If Florida State beat Florida and Penn State, they don't have a conference game to play anymore. And they only have one conference loss. But if Florida State beats Florida and Penn State, I think that's going to be a telltale to get them in the ACC championship game. Because what's going to happen is this. This is going to be the game that either Shogun's going to step up and get a win. And I know he had Florida State when they had this matchup, but Kemp got to win this game. But he can't just win it. He got to win it by 17 or more. Or you put your faith in the committee's hands, right? You can go into Miami and blow them out. I think you'll have an opportunity to jump over Florida State to play North Carolina again in the ACC championship, which is your only path to playing in the 2029 playoffs. But you gotta go into Miami and win this game. And let me tell you all a secret here though. But if Shoguns win this ball game, with Duke losing and possibly a Oklahoma or Alabama loss, then USC and UCLA got to play. Shoguns win this ball game to find itself back in the playoff picture. That's how shit is right now. It's scary down the stretch. It is scary hours right now. Guys don't realize how scary hours right now, man. This shit is real, right? Go to the Big Ten. And what you see right now is the Oregon Duck team saying, I'd rather UCLA lose this game, not USC. I'd rather that happen, right? Because USC could take this loss to UCLA, and if it's a close ball game, they're not out of the conference championship picture right now. And as you can see, the Ohio State Buckeyes are the fourth team right now with one loss in conference play. Right now, right? And he's wishing the same thing. I need UCLA to lose this ball game. They need USC, the Trojans, to go beat UCLA in that Week 13 matchup for Oregon and Ohio State to both have a shot at the Big Ten championship. Because look what I'm about to tell you right now. Ohio State at 11 is in. I don't think there's no argument there, right? They might not be in the playoff bracket right now, but I think they should be, right? Like, if I'm not skitching, they are in. No, but they're sitting at 11 right now, right? And they don't play anybody that can move them up and down the poll, but what's going to happen is it's going to be some teams in front of them that's going to lose, so that'll move them up and down the top 25, right? When you look at where Ohio State's sitting at right now, Florida just lost. Ohio State will be back in the playoffs because of that loss, right? Then UCLA has to play USC, which can either pit USC in the playoff picture or knock them completely out of the playoff picture, vice versa with UCLA, right? Baylor and Arizona State play, right? And we all got Arizona State winning this game. And it's the kicker. Arizona State can go in there and win that by 17 with no problem. Unless my boy Harold come play lights out and some shit go down the wrong way, I don't think nobody will go against the odd betters of this will be a 21-point game, right? No disrespect to my boy Harold, but you're going to have to show something, right? And that blowout in a top 10 matchup like that, fuck around and have Arizona State jumping North Carolina and Colorado because they playing a top 10 matchup. Doesn't matter that Colorado beat them. They're playing a top 10 matchup. So Arizona is in perfect situation to be able to get the seventh overall team in week 12 like this. So you're looking at Duke out of the picture right now. Florida out of the playoff picture right now. Then you're looking at Baylor fighting for their playoff lives right now. Vice versa. Arizona State lose to Baylor, they're out of the playoff picture right now. You see how crazy this shit is down the stretch? And no team is safe right now. No team is safe right now. Not one team in this bitch is safe right now. At all. And again, UCLA win and they in. But think about this. Oregon is sitting in third right now. And I think they need UCLA to lose more than USC. And I think they're playing in the conference championship game, and they're close enough to be in that conference championship game. If they can win it, they can get in the playoffs. More than like just the other couple of years ago, UCLA won that conference playoff game, conference championship game, and they still didn't get in. I don't think that's going to be held to the same standard for Oregon. I think they'll better get in if they win. If they get to the conference championship game and win it. But yeah, that's what it look like down the stretch right now. Like the CCs is going to be crazy. Are y'all smelling what the Rock is cooking, bitch? This shit get crazy from week 12 and 13, lights out crazy. Think about it like this. Some teams took losses in spots they shouldn't have took losses, right? And it happens. And they going to get lucky because the schedule is allowing people to lose late and still get put in situations, right? Now let's take a look at what it look like right now. You can go far as Georgia Tech, right? Georgia Tech, Oregon, Clemson, Miami, Florida State, Alabama, USC, Ohio State, Tennessee, UCLA, Baylor, Oklahoma, Arizona State, Colorado, North Carolina, Auburn, all in playoff spots where they can be in the playoffs, but they need some things to happen, right? Because I think I'm saying this. If Auburn wins the Iron Bowl, I don't give a fuck if they lose the SEC championship. They're going to be in the playoffs. North Carolina can't lose though. They gotta win the ACC championship, and I almost think that's the same for Colorado. Colorado end up losing the ACC championship. Big 12 championship. They might not be in the playoffs. Same thing with Arizona State. They got to beat Baylor, and they can't lose the Big 12 championship if they get there. If I'm Arizona State, I don't even want to play in the Big 12 championship. If I'm Arizona State, I don't even want to play in the Big 12 championship. I want to beat the brakes off of Baylor and hope Oklahoma State get in. Duke fought their way out of it. Oklahoma fighting for his life right now. Him and Alabama is going to fight for their life. What time is that game kicking off? We need to know. I don't care if it's broadcast live. I just need to know when it's kicking off. What time we getting that game, fellas? Crickets, I see, huh? Both of them watching the show, but crickets when they come down and get in that game. Okay. All right. 5-star flex. Let's get it. All right, let's look at what's going on right now, man. Those guys that are program builders are building programs right now, and they get into the get-tos right now. The number one player in the nation is a Mike linebacker, Thumper, 6'3", 221, out of Princeton, New Jersey. Y'all notice that it keeps being these New Jersey players, especially Princeton. That's how you know they got a good high school program right now. And they keep sending these top 5 guys out there. Now, he got a red gem. What happened? Why is he looking at a red gem? Some people are doubting that he's the number one player, but it doesn't matter Ohio State because they said if he's not number one and he fell to number 2, we still got the number 1 player in Gabe Patino. Both of them niggas is red gem.
I'm behind. I won't be home till 6 EST.
Got you. Backfield creator 6'1", out of Dixon, Texas, Gabe Patino. All right. Ohio State has verbal commitments from the top 2 players in the 2029 recruiting cycle right now. Oklahoma has the number 3 Jeremiah Marshall, one of the fastest safeties in the league in this draft. In this recruiting cycle, in the 2029 recruiting cycle, cover specialist, 5'11", 209. Plays a little bit of slot corner as well. I like this kid. I do think this is a good fit for them. They go right into Virginia and get this guy, and they beat out Alabama, Clemson, and North Carolina and Notre Dame. Was his top 5. He visited all 5 schools, but he visited Oklahoma 3 times. And in those 3 visits, they decided they got him signed, Jeremiah Marshall. Where the fuck Falk at? Oh my God. I'm the funniest motherfucker on earth. All right. George Paul, 6'7", 301 pound, out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Agile right tackle, the number 1 tackle in the nation. He gives Alabama his verbal commit, beating out Oklahoma, Florida, Oregon, and Miami. All right, the number 5 player in the nation is D-tackle Patrick Ajayi. He's the number 1 D-tackle in the nation. Good size, too. He's a speed rusher. Could play outside of a 3 technique as well. 6'1", 309. Looks like Clemson and North Carolina are in a dogfight for him, and it looks like Clemson is trying to close the window on North Carolina in this battle right now. North Carolina has been right there on the neck bone of all these 5 stars, but they keep selling him out when it comes down to it. And I know, and he should know, it's your program, my boy. Doesn't matter. It's the program right now, and that's why you're losing these motherfuckers. But then you have a USC who's showing you that, go get the 4 stars, my nigga. Fuck it. But Clemson, who's doing a hell of a job in recruiting this season, is trying to lock down the board right now. So they do get dibs on the 5-star, the number 5 overall player in this class, and that's Patrick Ajayi, D-tackle out of Jacksonville, Florida. Now, this is a 2-man race. It's not over yet, but it's not looking good for North Carolina. How about Oregon? They go and get George Winthrop, pocket passer, Plainsville, Illinois. This kid has a cannon of an arm. Alabama, LSU, Florida, and North Carolina were in a battle with him, but I do think Oregon won this battle in a big way. And they got a guy that fling that fucking pill, right? Like, he got a rifle. Cannons matter, right? Number 2 quarterback in this class. Then there's a Clemson rush, right? They go get quarterback Ross Terrence, might be the best quarterback in this class. This guy looked like Keyshawn Henderson looked like when he came out. 96 throw power, right? The only difference was Keyshawn Henderson was faster. 88 speed, 88 excel, and he had 86 deep throw. Like, people don't realize when I said, when niggas was looking at my quarterback when I lost Julian Lewis, I said, that's without an edit. That's what he looked like. And it was whistles. Yeah, all right. And I got the pictures to prove it. The motherfucker's a dog. And I advised Kemp to take a picture of this quarterback so people could realize how good he actually really is as a 5-star. And that's going to be the difference. Keyshawn was a 4-star. And I kept saying he was better than Emeka Nix, the guy that went to match Bo Bentley. He was better than them guys as a 4-star. But you get a 5-star that come out like that, bro. Like, do you understand what he about to have at the quarterback position in the next year or 2? They also get the number 2 right tackle, Max Scroggin, 6'6", 306, well-rounded, one of the best type of linemen they get, especially at tackle. You go get your well-rounded guy. And they beat out Alabama, Notre Dame, Oklahoma, and Ohio State for the West Lafayette, Indiana kid. Benji Lamb is in a 2-team battle between Oklahoma and Alabama right now, right? Dual threat, 6 foot, 206 pounds from out of Dinwiddie, Virginia. But he's in a battle between Alabama and Oklahoma. And whoever wins this battle is getting a good one, right? They're going to get a guy that can really do everything. He's a thrower. He can fucking throw the ball really well, accurate as shit. And he's a dual threat guy. He can run and get up out of shit. He can make plays on the run, and he also can scramble and run. So, like, you got a guy that can do it all, and the winner of this battle is going to have them a guy, right? And a guy that's willing to wait his time, too. All right, the number 1 receiver, Eric Kirkland, goes to Florida University. Route artist, 6 foot, 173, out of Louisville, Kentucky. They beat out Oklahoma, Missouri, Oregon, and Colorado. We was in this fight too, man, where we couldn't get him. We just wasn't strong enough to get him. No pipeline, man, at all. But this is a good receiver, man. This is going to be a guy that should see the field early, actually. He should be a guy that you might see on the field right away in 2030. Next up is the number 11 player in the country, C.J. Pierce, Green Gem, Mike, 6 foot, 214. Boone was on record as saying we need to get him in the weight room. He's gonna be a shorter middle linebacker, but pitch some weight on. They can get him to about 225, 230. I think that'll be ideally to play in the SEC and to be an every down starting linebacker. I don't know if he sees the field as soon as he steps on campus, but I do think once he go through the weight program after a redshirt freshman year, he'll be a monster out of Memphis, Tennessee. They keep the guy right in their backyard. Clemson goes and get Jordan Ennis, quarterback, backfield creator, 6'2", 190. They beat out Notre Dame, Alabama, North Carolina, Oklahoma for this player. And they bring in 2 quarterbacks, right? And I think the reason why both these quarterbacks had no problem signing on with Clemson is because they know both the quarterbacks for Clemson. They played both of them all year this year, and they know they both seniors, and they both know they can get on the field. So why not battle it out with another true freshman to better get on the field as a starter? And the only thing to change that is if Clemson grabs a quarterback out of the portal that's ready to go now. Outside of that, nothing's doing, right? They're going to battle it out to see who's going to be the first true freshman starting since Trevor Lawrence and Clemson. The number 1 cornerback, Josh Tobin, right? Max got the number 1 cornerback in the last 2 classes. 6'1", 207 pounds, physical as fuck, right? Bump and run specialist. Decided that from Springdale, Arkansas. This kid, when I tell y'all, if he show you the picture of this guy, you're not going to believe me. 95 speed, 95 excel, 95 agility. This kid is a monster. Like, guys think that, we make them. I do. I go through everybody's team and I don't change names all the time, but I make real life shells for guys. We start to run out of names when you get to 28, 29, shit like that. The names start to run out because those classes are still in high school, right? So for the most part, I allow y'all to keep y'all names, like either y'all keep the name, I can change the name to something, as long as it ain't some shit Clemson doing. Name of the nigga boogie board guy or some bullshit. Like, y'all ain't doing that, I'm cool with it, right? But I will go through and they starting elite players, you'll get a little bit of love on them. Not a lot, but a little bit of love to make them look like 5 stars or who they're supposed to be, right? But Josh Tobin, this kid really is a 95 speed, 95 excel, 95 agility. Just think about that. When he is not going to miss the field at all. He's going on the field as soon as he gets to fuck Oklahoma, flat out. And he was in little old Arkansas. Think about that. Alabama gets the number 6 quarterback in the class, and Robert Hook, 6'5", 186 pound, pocket pass out of Hampton, Georgia. And Georgia Tech really wanted this guy. Tennessee, LSU, Clemson, but Georgia Tech tried to keep him home, but Alabama had that late push, and it was a wrap. All right, the number one edge, Tevin Iverson. His brother played running back for North Carolina right now. That's why you see North Carolina in the picture. But he decided to keep his talents from all the way from Corpus Christi, Texas to Clemson, South Carolina. 6'6", 220, power rusher, signs with the Clemson Tigers. The white boy corners all go to Alabama. Miguel Marquez, whatever you want to say, from out of Bradenton, Florida. You know he's from Florida. You know he got bunnies. You know he can run. Boy chase rabbits for a living. 6 foot, 198 boundary corner right now. That's number 2 corner in the nation. All right, Felix Wooden. His name will be Monshu Sales, 2028 5-star receiver, the number 1 receiver in the class, even though Florida got the number 1 receiver in the class, but he don't have the size to be that guy. All right, let's talk about this for a second, because this guy verbally committed by week 6 to the Oklahoma Sooners. Is this the first time in history on a game that we've seen something like this happen? Week 6, he was verbally committed to
Guts Night.
the Oklahoma Sooners. By week 9, he was back in the prospect list with Arizona State